Okay, everybody, welcome back to Metal Truthers Take 2. I'm Wraith. I'm here with Brandon. We're here to discuss fuckery.
We are
So,
basically on this
let's
one
talk
to
about
rip
fuckery.
apart the mainstream media.
Exactly. Almost like we did yesterday, because they were on some fuckery yesterday, too. But alright, so, Las Vegas shooting, that's what this episode's about. It was going to be about weather manipulation. We might still cover into that by the end, but, I highly fucking doubt we're gonna get to that today, people. Sorry to have gotten y'all's hopes up yesterday, but yeah, fuck you. We got real shit that happened today. I mean, not saying weather manipulation's not real, but like, it's fucking over and done with for right now. But like, people got shot, like, pretty much yesterday, last night, technically this morning, however you want to put it.
Well, last night their time, this morning our time.
Yeah. So, Brandon, I'll let you kick it off. Go ahead and talk about what you've been hearing, because I've been at work all day. All I saw so far is what I saw this morning when I mean, dude, Brandon will tell y'all, I called him at what, like almost 6:30, no, 7 this morning?
Something like that, yeah.
Fucking 7:30, something like that, like immediately, the minute I saw that, and we started talking about it. So, but if that's as far, I haven't been able to catch up on anything. I literally just got in the door from work, like about 30 minutes ago, maybe an hour ago, something like that. But like, I just got home. I haven't had a chance to look up any new details, any of that. So, Brandon, you've been able to keep up with it. Tell me what you've got going on. Let's break it down.
The biggest thing I've noticed is I watched the live video that was streamed to Facebook, and you can clearly hear two fairly large caliber rifles going off at the same time. You know, like you said earlier,
Yeah, I mean,
one
even in
kind
that
of
link that I shared on Facebook this morning when I first woke up, like I had a feed that I got from, I believe it was the ICN network or IG. Let me double check which network that is. It's a good channel, so I'm gonna double check who the fuck it was so that y'all know who to go to. Because I don't want to be sending y'all to like some fucked up ass shit when I know there's some good stuff. But where the fuck was it? I know I shared it this morning. God damn it! Fuck you, YouTube. All these people uploading shit about Dragon Ball Z, they filled my feed up. Okay, yeah, it's the ICN network, the Independent Citizen News. They shared a 2 minute and 3 second video this morning. And could I bring, I don't know, copyright rules? Could I bring that video up right now on a screen share without getting in trouble? Or
you should be
I
able
don't
to. It
know.
should be
I'll have to look
licensed
into that.
under. That should be under free use.
Well, yesterday we didn't have sound, though, is what y'all were saying. So if I give y'all sound with this, then, um, if I were to get sound with this, then that would totally, like, I'd have to use my speakers on the computer, I think, and that would, like, totally fuck shit up. Like, echo. Can you hear me now? You know what I mean?
I can
That's
hear
what
you
we had
perfect.
yesterday. So I guess yeah, no, I'm saying yesterday when we fucking when I tried to show that video yesterday with that dude
Oh
talking about
yeah.
like Scalise or whatever, like y'all couldn't hear the sound unless so I guess we won't be we're gonna hold off on sharing that video like on here because I don't know how to make the sound work with this per se. Um, yeah, but nonetheless, just go to Independent Citizen News and you will see the video. Clearly two fucking fully automatic rifles, or sounded more like SMGs to me, but at least two fully automatic rifles were being fired at the same fucking time. One even actually started like a few seconds after the other one did. And according to what we were talking about beforehand, you said something about they're trying to say that he was the only shooter. And if that's the case, and we distinctly heard two rifles, that means that this motherfucker somehow, like against all laws of physics and gun knowledge that we have now went full Rambo on some motherfuckers. G's, one in each hand, and just started blasting motherfuckers from the 32nd floor of yeah. And yet the sounds were clearly from ground level. I'm just so confused, man. I'm so confused.
The mainstream media is definitely covering something up. Like, other than the fact that he was a Muslim convert, and a very active member of the Nevada Antifa.
Well, like, what did they released on that? I mean, where are you coming from with that information? Because, like, I mean, I haven't really heard about that. So, like, where are you coming from as far as that goes? Like, how did you hear about that?
It's been reported on a couple of mainstream and underground news stations.
Okay. Yeah, see, I probably should have watched some more before we did this, but, like, I know you have work and shit, and I just got home, and I want to keep everything going, like, around 6:30, 6:45. Like, I really don't want to start later than that anymore because of your job and shit, so...
Yeah, no, I understand.
I'm pretty much getting most of my, like, you know, I'm getting filled in from you right now. So, like, you know, from what I've heard from you though, and from what, like, I've gathered from bits and pieces here and there, because, like, earlier, like, right after work, I stopped by a friend's house and he had the news on. So, apparently, dude's wife is actually from fucking Memphis. Yay, Memphis.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit, man.
Another
City
thing, his wife
produces a
had
lot of
just
garbage.
recently traveled to Dubai.
Yeah, yeah, just like that shooter in Tennessee was from fucking Sudan.
Yeah.
But God forbid anybody, like, you know, mention the word Muslim involved with the shooting. Like, apparently, according to my friend Paul I was talking to, the mainstream media mentioned ISIS once this morning because they found ISIS paraphernalia with the guy. But, like,
Yeah, they found
they've
flags
refused to mention
and some flyers and papers and stuff on ISIS, and the majority of what he had was Antifa, actually. Like, he had a couple of ISIS things, but the majority of what he had was Antifa. There's also pictures of him at anti-Trump rallies.
So, is there a motive behind what he did? Have they found, like, any kind of motivation for it? Like, is there any explanation for why he chose that place, that time? I mean, this to me is reminiscent to that, what was it in, where the fuck was it? France or England, where the concert, the Eagles of Death Metal or whatever got fucking shot up?
Yeah.
Or bombed or whatever?
I was thinking about that
What
too.
was it, a bomb or a shooting? I can't remember. Was that a bomb or a shooting? I think it was a shooting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was definitely a shooting.
Yeah, yeah. Are we now seeing a trend with fucking Muslim terrorists and, like, fucking concerts or something? Like,
it's easy pickings because nobody is armed in concerts, and there's a massive people there.
unless you're at like a death or black metal show, then everybody's technically armed because everybody's wearing like spiked ass bracelets and shit. Like, I've seen somebody lose their eye at a Kitty concert, so
Yeah,
I will say metalheads are always technically armed. We have something on us that we can use as a weapon because, like, fucking we're metal, you know, and metal carries metal. You know, fucking run up on the juggalo. They've usually got some sort of blade, or some of them even carry fucking hatchets on them and shit. So, like, yeah, that's a bad move, though. Like, honestly, if ISIS thinks that coming to America and fucking with our concerts is a smart idea, like, you have no fucking clue. Like, yeah, y'all got away with it this time. I dare y'all to go to a metal show and try that shit. Like, Americans are fucking crazy to begin with. So, like, they're going to come to the wrong concert. Like, eventually it's going to happen. Like, America is a staple point for insanity. We will show the world that we are fucking crazy. Like, they caught a bunch of fucking yuppies off guard is what happened, man. Fucking Las Vegas is full of yuppies.
pretty much.
of course, they caught the gamblers and vacationers off guard. I mean, fuck, man. When you're on vacation, the last thing you think about is, oh, I should carry around this fucking Glock everywhere I go.
Oh, and
That,
something I
I mean,
wanted to point
I don't
out.
know the laws. Isn't like anybody out there? Correct me if I'm wrong, but is it not true that on the Las Vegas Strip you're not allowed to have firearms at all? I mean, isn't
I'm
that
not
like a
a
law there?
I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Let's fucking look that up right now. Actually, I'm gonna screen share and we're gonna fucking go to Google and we're gonna Google this and we're gonna find out what the fuck's up with that shit. Because I'm almost positive I've heard something like that before. Like you're not allowed to have any kind of weapons on fucking Las Vegas Strip. Period. Las Vegas Strip gun laws. Oh God, I know there was a fucking shooting. That's not even what I asked you. I asked you about the fucking laws. Okay, gun laws open in the wake of the closer look at the. Let's see. Maybe I was wrong about this. Lone gunman killed 50 people. Now this number just keeps jumping. It keeps jumping. It's up to like 500 and something now have been injured, and like
Yeah, it's
55 or
been that
59
way.
people are dead now.
Last I heard 58, but the numbers have been climbing pretty much all day. Last I heard, it was over 500 injured and I think 58 dead.
Okay, open carry is allowed in Nevada, and the state does not ban assault weapons. There is no magazine capacity limit, no purchase permits, and no gun registration, and it's legal to carry both open and concealed in bars and restaurants, even while drinking. Open and concealed carry are legal inside casinos and on the Las Vegas Strip, though Nevada Carry Org notes that most casinos will ask patrons to leave or disarm if they observe an individual carrying firearms. Okay, so I was wrong. I fucking thought I would have almost been willing to fucking bet that they weren't gonna fucking have like a law where you could have guns in a casino, but I was fucking wrong. My bad. I gave y'all some bad information right there. I could have sworn though, bad like not too long ago, like somebody got in trouble for having a fucking weapon on the Las Vegas Strip. Like there was a fucking news thing about it.
I
Like
remember
a
hearing
dude
that
got
too.
arrested where he like had a fucking 45 caliber Desert Eagle or something on him, and fucking there was a big old fucking hoopla about it, and like everybody was going after the NRA because this dude carried a fucking gun. So and you remember hearing about that? I was like fucking last year, the year before, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
It's a whole bunch of stupid news for like a month and a half.
I don't know, but either way, also, did you hear what Hillary Clinton said?
No, I saw that you tagged me in something, but I refuse to read it because anytime somebody like mentions her name now, I just fucking go into like somebody give me a cross mode, and I'm like, back, devil.
uh,
I will not fucking read your shit, devil. You shall not tempt me,
she
Satan.
she didn't waste any time jumping on the opportunity to talk about gun control,
Well, I
saying,
will, dude. I'd hate to say this, but on that situation, I will say they do need to alter the gun laws for the Vegas Strip. That's kind of fucked up to have like I'm all for gun rights, but when you're on a place like that where there's casinos, large amounts of alcohol being consumed, fucking prostitution's pretty much legal, people are selling drugs all around you, like in an environment like that, in such an adult and inebriated environment, I could honestly say I do think it's kind of like stupid to not have some sort of gun restrictions on the Vegas Strip. That's like if I
well,
go down to Bill Street here in Memphis, which is like our New Orleans area, our French Quarter type area. If I'm walking around carrying a pistol, and like I would kind of expect somebody to come up to me and be like, "What the fuck is this about?" You know? Of course, there is no open carry in Memphis. Everything has to be like, if you carry a gun in Memphis, it has to be underneath your shirt, which
Right.
I don't understand that. Why? Like, I'd rather the cop and the gangbanger that wants to rob me see that I'm fucking armed rather than, oh, I gotta pull up my shirt, reach into my wristband, hope I don't shoot my dick off in the process.
The ends of Bill Street, and each person is searched before they interview.
Yeah, on Bill Street, I mean, no, it's been like that since I was a kid. You remember, I used to have trouble getting into the New Daisy. Now, actually, dude, this brings up something with me. On Bill Street, dude, I remember very, very, like, firmly, dude, I used to go to concerts at the New Daisy, like, every fucking week. My dad will tell you, I went, like, at least once a week to a show. And every time you get on the Bill Street, as the sun's going down, unless there's an event during the day, usually during the day they don't have the barricades set up, but definitely at night there are barricades on every entrance to that street, and every single person is searched. And if you have a knife, a gun, they took my wallet chain once, said I couldn't have that because it could have been used as a weapon. They used to confiscate people's spike bracelets and shit because they were afraid people would use them as a weapon. Like, Bill Street has so much security that, like, nowadays you can't get... If you get on there with a gun, it's because you probably knew the crooked-ass cop that was at the guard station, or they just didn't give a fuck and they let you through. You know?
Damn.
So why doesn't fucking Las Vegas... I mean, and the only reason Memphis has that is because we are a violent city. We are a very gang-oriented fucking everybody has a gun, everybody's looking to rob you kind of city. And to be honest, from what I hear about Las Vegas, it's kind of the same there. Like, they've got a really high crime rate there.
They do.
So if that's the case, you would think that they'd have some sort of, like, security precautions, but God forbid. Then again, I have to remember, isn't Las Vegas, like, fucking Democrat-owned at this point?
It is.
Yeah. It's so funny how fucking every time a shooting happens, it always happens in a Democrat-controlled state where they're doing their best to try and control all the guns and everything else. Of course, reading those gun laws, like, right, that, you know what? How much do you want to fucking bet that this stuff is set up? And this is going to start happening, and first it happened in Vegas, because, of course, now you just heard Nevada's gun laws. Well, Texas pretty much has the same. How much you want to bet there's going to be a fucking shooting at a concert in Texas next? I think I see a plan here.
I kind of do too.
Think about it. That is an easy way to crack down on all the states that have fucking pretty much like they stick to the Constitution. You can have your gun if you want it, kind of thing. Like, if they keep having shootings happen like this, all of a sudden, bam, everybody forces those states to change their gun laws, put restrictions on people. Next thing you know, you have San Bernardino, California going down every fucking day because nobody can shoot the fucking terrorists.
Yep.
I still find it hard to believe that dude managed to get 50 people from the 32nd floor. Like, that's pretty high up there. Like, that's a...
No.
They must have had some pretty decent rifles to fire full auto from that kind of distance and not, like... I mean, that just doesn't... Something's not adding up with all this, dude. It's just not adding up.
That and the fact they said he did it with an AR-15, there's no way.
Unless he had that motherfucker tweaked out to the max.
I mean, if he, like, injected his AR-15 with crack or something, yeah.
Because, you know, crack kills.
Literally in this case.
Seriously.
I mean, I don't know.
But yeah, they're saying he did it with an AR-15 from the 32nd story of the hotel he was staying in. No, I can tell you right now, that's no.
And even that, and when you fire an AR-15, it doesn't duplicate itself and make it sound like there's fucking multiple rifles going off at once.
Not at all. And you can just tell by the sound from it. Like, if you've ever heard an AR-15 be fired, you can tell by the sound of the gunfire that it was not an AR-15.
Dude, like I was telling you, dude, the sounds I heard reminded me of fucking hearing like a light machine gun posted up on top of a fucking Jeep going, the whole fucking crowd's gone.
Yeah.
That kind of situation. I mean, that's the kind of firing you heard. Like, I don't I don't see how only 50 people were hit, to be honest, or like killed. Like, fucking, you heard that. And then it didn't just happen once. No, like, there's like maybe a 45-second pause where like everybody's running and screaming from their life. And then from even closer up, you hear all around them. And people like next to whoever's shooting the video are getting shot. I'm talking about, and you can tell that the gunfire is pretty much like right behind them.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know, unless this dude has some like fucking Goku instant transmission technique going on here. There's no way he made it from the 32nd floor down to right behind those motherfuckers. I mean, what, is he on some Jason shit? Like, you turn your back and he's fucking there? Like, who was this? Was this the magic terrorist? Like, I want to know, was he a fucking ninja? Like, how the fuck did he accomplish making it from the 32nd floor to like right behind this motherfucker? I swear, dude, go watch that video I shared on Facebook and tell me that you can hear at first the gunfire's in the distance, then whoever's filming is running with people, and all of a sudden the gunfire is right fucking behind them. You can tell it's like louder than fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's loud enough that it cracks the sound quality.
Yeah, and then the fucking, like, you hear the chick next to the dude start screaming because she got shot. Ow! That was the best way. That was the best reaction to getting shot I've ever heard. It was just, I didn't expect a chick to sound like that. Like, I usually expect them to, like, instantaneously, like, scream bloody murder. Like, you know, that scream that you hear all the time in the movies. Like, ah! That thing, like, no. She was just like, ow! I'm like, the fuck?
You could at least try a little harder.
Yeah, screaming. I'm just like, ow! I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, did he shoot you in your pinky? Did you lose a finger? Did he shoot off your nail? Is that what happened? Because that wasn't like, I mean, but then after that, she starts crying, and she's just like, oh! And I'm like, okay, yeah, she got shot. She didn't just break a nail. But, like, holy fuck, dude. Like, I have to bring some comedy into this, because this situation has just got me all kind. Like, dude, then, to make matters worse, all right, like, Memphis is fucked up, all right? There was a guy on our news talking about how you should talk to, like, your 4-year-olds about this tragedy that just happened. Who the fuck is letting their 4-year-olds watch the mainstream fucking television and then goes up to their 4-year-old and starts talking to them about a massacre and then tells their 4-year-old, like, this could happen to you. This is what you have to do. You fucking pathetic piece of shit. Like, do you know how many children, like, people like me were fucking scarred by 9/11? Like, mentally, we were fucking devastated. We went to school thinking it was going to be a normal fucking day. We sat there bullshitting and, like, and same old shit, flipping Pokemon cards in the lunchroom, waiting for fucking first bell to ring. We all went into our fucking classrooms, and then just BAM! Fucking towers are falling down. They're making us watch it on the TV as it fucking happens. Everybody's crying. Fucking, the principal's got everything on the loudspeaker. He's fucking crying. Like, everybody in the fucking school's traumatized now because we just watched like 1,000 people fucking die. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? You don't let your 4-year-olds go and watch something like that and then explain to them, oh, well, you know, you have to do this because this could happen. And what are you going to tell them? Fucking duck and cover. That's the best thing you can do. Bitch, you better serpentine. Motherfucker. Like, I heard the guy in the video was like, everybody duck and stop moving. No, bitch. Serpentine. Weave. Fucking jike, motherfucker. You don't run in a straight line. You don't duck and just sit there like a fucking target. You move. You confuse the fuck out of the guy trying to shoot you. That's what the fuck you do. Stop giving people bad advice. This is why people get shot. Because that's what they hear. That's the advice that you kept hearing yelling from everybody. Everybody duck! Get down! Yeah, lay down so he can shoot you easier.
I'm actually really glad you brought that up because if you notice, like, on the live video, a lot of people, instead of trying to run, they just lay down.
Why? Where's your will to survive? You don't fucking lay down when your life's in danger. This guy's not a fucking grizzly bear or a T-Rex, and if you don't fucking move, he won't see you. That's not how it fucking works.
No.
Terrorists are not T-Rexes.
he's probably going to think, holy shit, they're already laying down. They won't fall as far. Let's go ahead and blow their brains out.
Have y'all ever seen the terrorist video of how they do shit? They're not gonna, if you lay down, they're not gonna fucking think you're dead. These motherfuckers take their time and walk back through the crowd shooting people to make sure everyone's dead. Like, oh my god. You people need to wake the fuck up. Like, story's bullshit. It wasn't one gun. It definitely wasn't one fucking shooter. There was no way he was on the 32nd fucking floor because the videos, the gunfire gets louder. And that doesn't have, it's not like he could, like he fucking put his megaphone next to his fucking rifle while he was up there so that it confused people. Like, no, the gunfire got louder because he got closer to the people that were running away so that he could kill more of them. Like, what, is this a 360 fucking window in his room so he was able to see them running way the fuck down there and turn and pivot and... No, he has like one fucking window. How the fuck is he going to kill all those people once they get out of his sight line? No, this motherfucker was on the ground. He had somebody else with him. They shot a whole bunch of people. He was a fucking terrorist, and the news refuses to say that because, oh my god, if we mention the fact that Muslim terrorists are doing anything in our fucking country, everybody's going to freak out and burn down the mosques, and we're going to go all hatred on Muslims. No, we don't fucking hate Muslims around here. Get y'all shit together. I don't like the radical Muslim culture, but I tell you, I see fucking Muslims here every day in my city. They don't fuck around with me. I've worked for Muslims before. A lot of them aren't that bad of people. They're a little stingy with their money, but that's about it. Try and Jew you in a heartbeat, but that's it.
Pretty much.
Which is ironic because they hate Jews, but they'll straight up Jew you in a heartbeat. Like, fucking... I've worked for them. Trust me, they will Jew the fuck out of you. They'll be like, oh yeah, when you first start working, I'm going to pay you $100 a day. And then fucking you work for them for like a day, and all of a sudden they're like, yeah, by the way, here's 60. You're like, what the fuck happened, man? This was not the fucking agreement here, Muhammad. Rafiq. Gonna fuck you up is what's going to happen. I want my extra $40. We'll see the economy. I don't give a fuck about it here.
An agreement's an agreement.
But no, for real, that's how, I mean, these people are greedy. I mean, yeah, I've hung out with a lot of Muslims. In elementary, I had a fucking crush on a Muslim girl. I could only see like her fucking eyes, but she was hot as shit. Just saying, she had a nice figure. I mean, and her eyes looked pretty fucking good to me, so I was like, yeah, this bitch is hot. Like, I mean, whatever. She was cool. She never said a bad word to any of us. She wasn't like, I fucking hate America. That's not how it went down. That happened so far. But, like, I have seen terrorists shoot people. And I've seen terrorists knife people. And I've seen terrorists try and shoot people in Texas, but they got off before they even made it through the parking lot. They made it too far out of their vehicles before they got fucked off.
See, that's the difference between liberal and conservative. You go to a conservative state and try some shit like that, you're not getting too much done.
Oh, yeah, like, and I love how the news tried to spin that. They were like, look at these people jumping the bat, and just because they were Muslims, they automatically assume something. Luckily, though, they stopped them from killing anybody, but still, they did it based off of, like, profiling. And I'm like, bitch, if I see a dude, anything of the sort, walking down my street with a gun, I'm probably going to shank him in the back of the neck before he goes and commits a mass murder. Because, like, you don't really see that too often. Most of the Muslims I know don't walk around with rifles on them all day long. Chill. If you see a Muslim with a rifle in this country, you best believe he's about to kill somebody. If you see anybody walking down the street, white, black, Mexican, fucking Chinese, robot, if he's walking down the street with a fucking, like, rifle, and, like, you know there's no hunting areas around there, and there's definitely not a shooting range, I'm pretty sure you should question why the fuck that dude's walking down the street with a rifle. And I understand it's America. We have the right to carry. How often do you actually see a motherfucker walking down the street with a rifle not intent on killing somebody? Name, like, how many times you've seen that. I haven't seen it.
Like, there was that one dude that walked into the airport with AR-15 open carry just because he can.
Well,
That
he
dude
did
was
that
just
to
an
make a
asshole,
point.
though. Yeah,
Yeah, he was doing that just because he did that back when they were trying to take everybody's fucking guns in his state, I think, or whatever. And he was like, "No, motherfucker." They were trying to say something about open carry there, so he did that in defiance.
yeah, pretty much.
But like, nonetheless, like, still, like any other time, like Brandon, how many times have you personally yourself seen a dude just walking down your street with a rifle?
Um, I did it one time because I'd got lost out in the woods and finally made it out to a main road.
Well,
And
that
me
doesn't
and one of
fucking
my
count,
buddies.
dude. I said if you're in an area where there ain't no goddamn hunting going down.
Oh, I mean, if I was over in like fucking Memphis,
There ain't no goddamn hunting going down in Las Vegas. I fucking tell you, there ain't nowhere you can go in Las Vegas to go hunting. Unless you're
not
hunting
unless you
some
want to
pussy.
kill some pigeons in the center of the city. And still, I don't think that would be legal.
Yeah, I don't think you can kill their rats. Rat pigeons. That's what I call pigeons. They're just fucking flying rats.
Pigeons are nasty, but still, that's not the point.
Not as nasty as that guy that shot all those people. Ha! Yes!
You know, fucking Hillary Clinton wastes no time whatsoever jumping on the gun control issue.
What do you mean, like, wasted no time? Like, I mean, how quick was did she come out? Like, did she get out there before Trump?
Yeah,
Holy fuck.
yeah.
How did she know about it that quick? Like, and have a full speech built up? Like,
She said that
obviously, the reason Trump took so long to address this situation is because, you know, as the president, well, y'all need to understand something about how being a president works. Everything you hear come out of that man's mouth had to be written up and approved by someone else. These aren't off-the-fly speeches he gives. No, this is all written out, usually written by somebody else that knows how to talk to the normal people a little better. Because most upper elites do not know how to talk to the everyday man. That's why a lot of the presidents seem to talk to us like we're children. It's because they've got some dude that writes their speeches that literally looks at us like America's full of a bunch of brain-dead children. It's not the president's fault in all actuality. It's now with Obama, he put that snarky-ass tone to it, and that's what made it think like that's why you could tell he was talking to you like you were fucking retarded, and he knew that you were fucking retarded.
And this was Hillary Clinton's tweets on it.
Still,
She put this out on Twitter. It says, Las Vegas, we are grieving with you. The victims, those who lost loved ones, the responders, and all affected by this cold-blooded massacre. The crowd fled at the sound of gunshots. Imagine the deaths if the shooter had a silencer, which the NRA wants to make easier to get. Our grief is not enough. We can and must put politics aside, stand up to the NRA, and work together to try to stop this from happening again.
hold up. Did she just say put politics to the side and yet come at us with some political-ass bullshit?
Pretty much.
Y'all, you're just like the New York Times. I just found out who wrote their fucking article. Thank you, Brandon. Fuck you, Hillary Clinton, you lying piece of shit.
Oh my god.
That article yesterday, too. I fucking know it. That's that same kind of bullshit. That's on that same bullshit. It's either that she writes for them, or the person that wrote that shit for her is the same motherfucker that writes for the New York Times and is totally fucking confused about what they just said. God damn it, fuck you, Hillary, you cunt. What if you had a silencer? So many more people would have been dead. Well, that's not what this was about. I mean, and to be honest, if you're going to commit a mass murder, you're not going to take the time to silence your fucking rifle. You want to know why? Because it takes away from accuracy.
Yes, it does. It also takes
the firepower of that rifle to where the distance is shortened.
Yep.
Like, you fucking stupid bitch. God damn it, I hope you choke on a fucking dick one day. I really do. Hillary Clinton, a carpet and go choke on a dick.
Do you really think there's anybody out there that would put their dick anywhere near Hillary Clinton?
I'm pretty sure there's a few fucking... Oh, dude, there's so many beta males out there that would eat that fucking bitch a snatch right now just to prove that they're all down for feminism.
Ugh.
you'd say, there's some motherfuckers that would do it, just like there's some straight up bitches out there that would have sucked Bernie's fucking cock if they got the chance.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, they don't give a fuck if that motherfucker's shooting dust out of his cock. They're gonna fucking suck it off because they're that fucking whorish.
I do remember seeing something on Facebook that said, can Bernie Sanders survive 8 more years? Vote and find out.
For real, dude, in all reality, I would, besides the fact that he was a socialist, and socialism does not work for America, but like,
Socialism doesn't work
dude,
for anyone.
that guy, fucking ancient, like, if he had gotten in there, do y'all not see how quickly the president ages? I mean, that's also because, they're sacrificing their souls to a demon somewhere, so, that probably siphons off some of your life energy.
Oh, I'm sure.
But nonetheless, besides their Illuminati rituals, they're killing them faster. Like, you have to deal with the fact
that, I mean, it's just
that,
an
like,
all-around stressful job. I mean, you're the leader of an entire
that you were under as president. And let's just take for a fact that maybe one of these guys actually wants to do something against the globalists. Can you imagine how quickly that motherfucker's going to age?
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's going to age like 40 years in 3 days. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand this shit. I really don't know what's going on with this country. And, like, they're not even willing to talk about the fact that he's a Muslim now, or his wife, or the fact that they've gone to terrorist, places. Just like there was a brief mention in that article about that Tennessee shooter that mentioned that he was from Sudan. And that was the only time they mentioned it. There seems to be, I don't know if what would you call a reoccurring pattern with who's committing these fucking violent crimes and these mass shootings constantly all around the world. Have y'all not seen that there's a fucking pattern with these people? It's not a bunch of crazy fucking white people going out there and committing these stuff. It's not a bunch of fucking black people running around killing a whole bunch of people all over the world right now. It's not a bunch of fucking Chinese men. It's not a bunch of fucking Russians. Every fucking time we see a mass killing for the past 2-3 years, it has been Muslim after fucking Muslim after fucking Muslim, and they're not the Muslims that live here. These are those radical fucks from across the seas.
Yeah, I mean, it's not your typical dude that's working at your local gas station.
Those aren't even Muslims. Those are Sikhs.
Not all of them. There's a couple of Muslims around here that own gas stations.
The guys down the street from me are Iranian, but they're not like, I don't know. They don't seem to be Muslims, because they're like, their wife definitely doesn't like wear the garb or anything, like, ever. I've never seen her in a burqa once. I'm pretty sure that's like part of it. Like every other Muslim I've seen here is wearing a burqa, so I just have to assume that they're not Muslim.
Yeah. Probably not. Either that or they're not like.
But they're Iranians. Devotees. I mean, they're cool as fuck, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they're totally fucking cool. But, like, getting back to what I was saying, though, like, when you see all these violent fucking crimes going on, buddy, have you seen a fucking violent crime in the past 2 years that was a mass killing that wasn't a fucking radical Muslim at this point? He's thinking real hard. He's having to think really hard. Do y'all understand?
There's so many shootings in Memphis every night. I mean, it's hard to...
Well, I'm talking about mass killings that, like, this shit makes international news, not the local shit we have here. Well, people die in Memphis every fucking day.
Mm-hmm.
There's, like, at least, 25 shootings a day here?
Well, yeah.
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 There's, like, 25 people killed here a day.
25 shootings a night. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not even a day.
I get that from the police department.
Yeah, and my dad works at a badass pawn shop. Like, he has the cops come in there all the time, and, like, literally, the average here is 25 people a day.
Jesus Christ.
Get shot. But yeah, seriously, other than, like, the shootings here that make it on our local news, how, when you think about the ones that are from international, from, like, Paris, fucking London, all these places, all these mass killings are fucking radical Muslims.
Yeah.
I've not yet once seen somebody say there was a fucking radical Nazi that went out and he was like, fuck everybody and hail Hitler and, like, fucking killed some people. Like, we don't see that shit. What we see is a bunch of and boom kind of people. I don't fucking care. Y'all can call me racist all you fucking want. That ain't racism. That's intelligence and common sense telling me something going on. There's a trend with Muslims right now, radical Muslims at that seem to go to these other countries right before, and when they come back, all of a sudden, they're off of motherfuckers.
Well, I mean,
Now,
you
you
just
want to
mentioned
explain that to me?
racism. You just mentioned racism. You cannot be racist against Muslims. That's a religion.
Apparently, to the left, you can.
They'll call anything left, or the left will call anything racist. I mean,
He
I'm
beat his
surprised
dick.
they
That's
haven't come out.
racist.
I'm surprised they hadn't come out and said you can be racist against trees. I mean, we're talking about a group
I'm
of people
surprised they
that
haven't
said
come out
cotton was
and said that,
racist.
like, every time if a white male masturbates, he's being abusive to his cock and should be thrown in jail because he's oppressing a minority.
You know, like I said, we're talking about a group of people that
Especially
said
if
cotton was racist.
we're talking about a group of people that believe that you should just lay down when somebody's shooting at you. I've been shot at, dude. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I went in on fucking. When I was young, I was fucking stupid. I went to buy some weed from these dudes. My homeboy wasn't home, so I fucking met these other two guys. And you know, when you're fucking young and you want some bud and you live in the hood, you'll pretty much like if somebody says they got it, you'll be like, cool, you know. Well, these motherfuckers drove us off to a almost deserted area by a bridge and fucking robbed us. And then fucking as they told us to take off, turned our backs, I fucking heard that dude start shooting at us, and I felt a bullet whiz by my fucking head. And you know what I did? I fucking serpentined. I fucking ran zigzags like a jackrabbit until I found a safe spot, and then I jumped behind something and fucking laid my ass down.
Yeah.
Just in case he was trying to hunt us down. But I ran like a motherfucker, and I'm talking about I zigzagged. I was all over the fucking place. If that dude had been trying to aim down on me, it would have been like trying to aim down on the Flash. I was gone. And that ain't even no bullshit. Like, I've been shot at. I know that fear, that paranoia, that fucking you think any second you're gonna, like, you don't even know. Your brain's just telling you, dude, you're not even gonna know that bullet's gonna hit you and you're fucking gone. That's what's going through your head. And you will fucking run for your goddamn life. I don't care how brave you think you are. No, this whole situation, the way these people reacted to it, none of it makes any fucking sense to me.
No, it really don't.
Some of the interviews, like, half these people are talking, like, nonchalant, like, motherfucker, you just heard a fucking SMG mow down your homies, and you're just sitting there like, yeah, I heard some gunfire. It kind of was weird. I didn't know what you were...
Yeah.
I didn't quite know what was going on. Motherfucker,
So
people are dying, that's what's going on.
How do you feel after the shooting, after seeing so many people die? Kind of sucks, you know?
That's exactly, somebody said something like that, and fuck,
Yeah,
I was just looking there, I'm like, that's probably about how I would answer, but, like, I'm not empathetic towards people. I'm dehumanized. Like, I really don't like people. So, like, death doesn't really faze me. Like, you can ask my dad. I'll go to a funeral, and I'll be the only person there that refuses to fucking cry. I might even throw, like, make an obscene joke or something just to try and lighten the mood. Yeah, I'm one of those kind of guys. Like, I just don't give a fuck. I mean, but that's not the average person. I realize I've got some fucked up wiring, you know? I went through a lot of fucked up shit that, like, desensitized me to life. But, like, the normal, average, everyday person shouldn't just be like, yeah, that fucking totally sucked, man. I even laid down and I still got shot. I don't know what happened. Like, I totally did what everyone said. They told me to duck. I got shot. I don't get it. I thought he was a T-Rex. Once I stopped moving, he's not supposed to see me anymore. It totally doesn't make any sense. Good Lord. I got shot. Why? Like, you fucking morons. There was one guy that they interviewed that got injured, and I swear to God, this dude was the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard in my life. He was like, I totally didn't understand what happened to me. He's like, I don't understand. I don't understand. He's like, I'm pretty sure, you know, that, like, And then he was like, I'm pretty sure I got shot, you know, but like, I just don't understand. And I was like, what the fuck are you on right now, dude? Like, has the ecstasy fried your brain so bad that you have no clue that you've got a fucking bullet in your leg right now? Like, I don't get you, dude.
I think I got shot, but I just don't understand. What's there not to understand? You just
Yeah, like,
took a
and
bullet to the
I
leg.
understand the situation had to have fucked with everybody that was involved with it, but come on, like, there are just some, that's why this shit's starting to, like, it just, none of it makes any sense to me. It's like this happened in some parallel, like, fucking stupid dimension.
I mean,
Like, just this whole thing was fucking stupid. The way the mainstream has fed it to the people, and they're just like, fucking, yeah, he was on the 32nd floor, and like he must have used a megaphone to make that gunshot sound even louder the second time around. Like, I just, and one
instead of
guy
a
can totally
silencer, used an
Rambo some motherfucker.
amplifier.
Like, yeah, this is totally fucking Hollywood, where a guy can hold like two fully automatic rifles at the same time, one in each hand, and totally accurately start spraying down on a crowd, looking like a little T-Rex with his gun arms. Like, I fucking hate people, man. I mean, it's fucked up what happened. My heart goes out to everybody that was fucked off in this situation. But
Oh yeah,
y'all cannot
absolutely.
let the mainstream do this. There's got to be some people out there that are willing to come forth, that were there, that are, y'all know for a goddamn fact that that dude did not shoot from the 32nd fucking floor. Y'all know those bullets were coming from right fucking behind y'all. Y'all know it. Just come out and admit it. Shut the mainstream down. I mean, for the love of God, dude. Shut them down. Don't let them lie to the people about it. You were fucking there. You watched people die. Tell people the fucking truth. You know? It fucking infuriates me that everybody's just gonna go with this bullshit. And y'all know there was more than one shooter. There's somebody out there that was on the ground that has to come out and talk about this and admit the truth of what they saw and heard there that day. Because if they don't, everyone's going to believe that this was a non-radical Muslim. That had nothing to do with it. He probably did it because, you know, Antifa is, you know, they're planning their November 4th thing, and he's just making a point.
My thing
I
is,
mean,
if he was using an AR-15, how the fuck did he injure over 500 people?
how many times did he reload?
It had to have been a bunch.
How big was his magazine?
Because if you notice in the video, like, there's hardly ever any pauses in the gunfire.
Yeah, and an AR-15 clip's going to be gone pretty fucking quick.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like he had like, unless he had like a drum magazine, but that wouldn't be equipped to an AR-15, so.
No.
Maybe wrong. Do they have drums for AR-15s? I don't think they do.
They do.
They do?
But
My
they
dad
only
said
go
they
up
do,
to
so.
like 120 rounds.
And there was a lot more than that fired.
Oh yeah, I mean there had to have been thousands of rounds fired.
And there was also multiple, like, fucking guns. That's what I'm saying. That's the one thing that they're not mentioning on the mainstream either, but you can hear it. Like, you can hear it with your own ears. You can watch the videos of the people that were there recording this shit, and you can hear two guns. Like, how are y'all that? How are y'all gonna be blinded by this to where y'all like totally one gun? When you hear two guns,
Well, the
two
thing is
doesn't
there's
make
no
one.
way in hell. There is absolutely no way in
One
hell
doesn't
this
make
dude
two.
fucking injured over 500 people in just a couple of minutes with one AR-15. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it
this whole
just
thing is stupid. And AR-15s don't start firing, and then all of a sudden they have like a lag switch, and you fucking hear a secondary firing coming in because, you know, life just happened to lag out a little bit, so there's an echo.
not to
Like, this ain't
mention,
Call of Duty.
we should also mention the dude was a registered Democrat, a very pronounced Hillary Clinton supporter, and also an extreme anti-gunner.
How the fuck you gonna be an extreme anti-gunner and then gun some people down with guns?
Oh yeah, he was all for the banning of firearms, and now I guess we see why.
How the fuck do you ban firearms and kill people with firearms? You lummox. You absolute fucking lummox. You.
Are you kidding me?
You fucking. You're like a Frankenstein monster and somebody forgot to put a brain in that bitch. Oh shit, Brandon's gone. I mean, but nonetheless, people, like, this shit is getting ridiculous. I'd have no clue what the hell people are doing, believing just obscene bullshit when you can tell, like, with your own ears, you can hear the truth. That's what's kind of pissing me off about, like, this whole mainstream's spinning of this situation. You can hear two guns with your own ears. Very, very, like, very easily. And, you know, I mean, it just doesn't make sense that, this shit happened the way it did. I've got to invite Brandon back in. Somehow he just got kicked from Google Hangouts. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay, you're back. I was about to send you another invite. Like, what the fuck happened,
Yeah,
dude?
I don't know. I must have said something somebody didn't like.
Alright, 1 minute you were there, the next minute she was like, this is some bullshit in the background, the next thing, like, I knew you were fucking gone. I thought you got in trouble or something, dude.
No. Like,
I
don't know
thought
what
you
the
got
fuck
grounded
happened.
for a second. Yeah, that was weird, dude. 'Cause I was just, like, fucking talking to you, and then all of a sudden it said Brandon left the call. I was like, where the fuck did you go?
Yeah, like, I was sitting here, I was trying to respond to what you was saying, and then, like, I heard that little tone, and it was just gone.
Fucking weird, dude. Apparently they don't have a
Little bit.
problem with what I'm saying. The fuck? I guess because I'm wrong.
Apparently they do with me.
I don't know. What did you say that was going to contradict what I just said? Because apparently they don't give a fuck what I said. You must have been about to not agree with me or something, and they were like, shut them down. I don't know. I don't know if I'm right about this situation or not, people. I heard two distinctly different guns.
Oh, yeah.
Even the sounds of the fire were different. Like, they were obviously two different grains of ammunition as well, like, because they had two distinctly different firing sounds. Like, that's the one thing that's really fucking with me. You can hear it with your own goddamn ears. I wish I could play the clip, but y'all won't get any fucking sound, and if y'all do, there will be an echo, and then y'all be like, totally, I heard 7 guns. Computers. And I'm like, no, that's just the shitty quality of my computer. There were only 2.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, I mean, regardless of whatever fuckery the mainstream wants to put out there were 2 fucking guns, 2 fucking people. You don't fire fully automatic guns by yourself, like, unless somebody wants to prove me wrong. I mean, I'm sure there's a redneck out there that's done it, but they sure as fuck weren't using that kind of caliber. I mean, that sounded like some fucking shit that I hear in the war footage from Iraq and shit. Just fucking sounded like they had those planes just coming over you and fucking mowing you down in A-10.
Just standing at the concert,
I mean,
and all of a sudden you just hear, life as you know it is over.
That's pretty much what just happened. That's exactly what happened, actually. They were just chilling, and all of a sudden you hear, and you're like, God damn, dude. Like, I even heard on the fucking video, like, when I shared it, all I could say was, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, this dude expended some ammunition.
Yeah.
These guys, when full out, they were. I'm like, damn, are we in Iraq or is that Las Vegas? Oh, down by an entire squadron. What the fuck's going on in this video? You know?
Afghanistan.
Yeah, for real. We're in live. Well, I mean, Chicago's Chirac, so.
Yeah. Now we have Las Veganistan.
Lost Veganistan.
No.
This was all because of vegans. So let's pin it on them.
They can blame it on guns. We can blame it on vegans. Fuck
Watch
'em.
it. Yeah, totally. If we find out that this guy was vegetarian, that's why it happened.
If he'd have just ate the steak, he wouldn't have been such a bad mood.
Yeah, for real, man. You need them vitamins. If you don't get your vitamins, you'll go out and commit mass shootings. I'm gonna come up with some obscene theories for this shit. If the mainstream can just bullshit people, why can't we just fucking, he did this because he had a small penis. That's probably true,
I don't know. He was white.
actually. Yeah, it was totally white. It was whiter than me. His wife was actually his sister.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Memphis. We got some raunchy ass shit that goes down here.
No, that'd be if they were from Alabama.
Yeah, Memphis, you just get a bunch of like really fucking ghetto motherfuckers. Like I'm talking about, dude. Sometimes I'll see chicks walking down the street and their ass is totally not even covered by the things they call shorts that they're wearing, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, you're walking with your child. Could you not have dressed yourself like properly? Like, you don't wear a thong outside when you're going places with your kid. Calm down. That's why you've got a kid. You're about to have 10 more if you keep that shit up. Stop. Have some respect.
That's one of those people's like walking out with their kids and a car pulls up. It's like, all right, son, I need you to stay here for about an hour. Mama's got to go make some money.
Yeah, for real, just chill in this corner. You won't get picked up. If somebody does try to pick you up, they'll get that money. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? We done deviated off course. I had to, though. I couldn't keep talking about this shit. It infuriates me that people died the way they did. Like, that's a horrible fucking thing, to just be chilling at a concert. Concerts are fun, goddammit. Concerts are meant to be like our place to get away from the world and shit.
Yeah.
And then, like, you fucking get mowed down.
You're all just chilling, drinking some beer, listening to some good music, and all of a sudden, people just start dropping. I
slightly relate to knowing how that feels is because, like, I've sat there and many, many a time just watched the footage from Dimebag being gunned down, and, like, I couldn't imagine, like, being at that show and just watching my, like, hero get fucking gunned down in front of me. Like, yeah, dude. This shit is traumatizing, I get. Like, I feel bad for everybody involved. But at the same time, there's a whole bunch of fuckery going on with this, and I'm not happy about it. Because there are people that are hurt out there. There are people that got fucking murdered, which means that they like should have a memory that should be recognized, and like the truth should be told so that they have some sort of justice. You know? Like,
and then you've got fuckers like Hillary Clinton trying to politicize it. And goddamn, like, the government's not saying anything about it.
You just had to bring in silencers, right, Hillary? Like, the shooting had nothing to fucking do with silencers. It had nothing to... Oh, but what if he had one? What if I had a giant 12-inch dick? I mean, I don't. But what if I did? You know? What ifs don't count here. What if Dragon Ball Z was real? Ah. What if we live in the Matrix? What if? What if the man used a silencer? Oh my god, what if? And, bitch, Captain Hindsight, it's too late.
Like, if they had used a silencer, nothing would have really changed.
Yeah, totally. Man, you start seeing people just randomly drop, and like, I don't know if you understand this, Hillary, but on a rifle, a silencer doesn't completely silence the damn thing. It
No.
just muffles it some.
Yeah.
You don't
I
get
mean,
like a.
it's
That's with a pistol and a low caliber pistol. At that, if you put a silencer on a 50 cal, I promise you're still gonna hear something.
yeah. I mean, you're not going to completely
The
silence a
silencers aren't
firearm.
magical. Yeah, like they're not fucking magical devices. They don't just completely eliminate sound. There's still sound. Even in the movies, there's still a sound. And that's from a
Yeah.
tiny little pistol. You always hear a pew, pew, like it's a little laser gun. It just got blow darted. Like, that, you hear a sound, bitch, talking about silence. That was an SMG. You ain't gonna silence an SMG. You
No.
go try to put a silencer on that motherfucker, it'll probably destroy the silencer after about the 5th round going through it.
It
Do you
will.
not understand that on a fully automatic weapon, everything heats up as it's firing? Do you understand how hot that guy's barrel was by the time he was done?
Yeah, it was probably
Hell, if
glowing.
he was using one gun, I guarantee you he probably fucking blew that motherfucker's barrel out, and that's the only reason he didn't shoot anybody else. The reason he couldn't get
You
to
know,
his other 10 guns is because he wasn't up on the 32nd floor. Ugh.
all in all, they said he had 19 in his apartment or hotel room or whatever. That's another thing. They said he had 19 guns in his apartment, but he was staying in a hotel.
So did they find the guns on him, or were they at his whole apartment?
They were they were where he was. Like they were in there with
So
him while he was shooting.
who was in there with him while he was shooting them? The
The
reporters?
guns. The
Oh,
guns.
okay. Sorry. You were like, they were in there while he was shooting. I was like, fucking CNN was just up there chilling and watching it go down. Like, hey, you missed one. Sorry,
So
my
we're coming
fucking
to
brain.
you live.
Sorry, my fucking brain registered that a little bit wrong because, like, the way you said, the way it was worded, it almost sounded to me like you were like they when I was asking you like, where did they find everything? You were like, they were up there with him while he was shooting. The guns were with him. And I was like, who was up there? You mean the news was up there and they saw the guns with him and they were just like, fuck it.
This will make for a hell of a news story. This will help our ratings. I
Yeah.
okay. He's shooting. Start filming.
The only thing that he didn't do, which was in the latest of trends, was to go like fucking Facebook Live with it. That's the American trend. Let's put
Pretty
Facebook
much.
Live and go murder some people.
Yeah. Hopefully I don't
What
get
is wrong
caught.
with our country? Yeah. No, they want to get caught. Put your face
Well,
out there while you're murdering somebody. You totally want to get caught. That is your ultimate goal.
why would you want to get caught killing someone though? I don't understand.
Why would you just want to randomly kill someone? I don't understand. I mean, I could understand killing somebody that you didn't like, or somebody that threatened you, or, you know, maybe somebody who you just can't tolerate their existence anymore. I can get you that cracking and killing somebody. But why a random person that has nothing to do with the situation that caused you to crack? That makes no sense.
Exactly.
I mean, I understand serial killers, but they have a preference. They go after certain types of people. They have their fetishes.
That's
Serial
what it was.
killers are
This guy
very
was
routine.
a serial killer. People that go to concerts, he wanted them all dead because it got on his nerves.
Yeah, like, I don't understand. And why did this dude shoot that concert up? What was that for? How did he just know to go right there and do his shit?
Because it was a country music concert and most country folk
Like,
support Trump. Like, I'm not even kidding.
yeah. So we can
That's
blame
what
this on
they
country. I'm
pretty
blaming
much.
this on goddamn country. It's country that did this to our country.
I mean, it
Well,
was a
I'm a
Jason
little
Aldean
bit
concert.
terrorist. And I like my sheep too. I'm gonna kill you all. Cause I'm Antifa too.
Pretty much.
Yeah, what the fuck? I gotta, fucking, it is very ironic and, like, just really fucking convenient that he had a bunch of ISIS and Antifa propaganda with him. That just seems a little convenient to me.
It really does.
I mean, I don't like those groups, don't get me wrong, but it just seems awful convenient that there's a whole bunch of that, and then the news only mentions it once, and then it's like, we can't talk about that again. Y'all slipped up. Don't mention that shit, goddammit. What happened? They slipped up and talked about it, and then the fucking, like, broadcast, like, the fucking owner or whatever, the guy in charge of shit, like, ran out there real quick and was like, hey, you shut the fuck up. Don't tell them that. You shut up.
Well, that's what it seems like.
Don't mention his Muslim heritage. Don't ever fucking mention ISIS on my network again. No, you can't tell them that he's part of Antifa, you stupid motherfuckers. We set up November 4th to get ratings. God damn it. Y'all fucked up the plan.
Are you stupid? Well, I was just reporting the news. This is the CNN fake news, damn it.
God damn it, that's not how we do not report the truth when we report the news around here. Do you understand me? I'ma fuck you up. That's probably how it went down. That motherfucker just ripped into him. He was like, you do not fucking mention ISIS on my goddamn network. I pay your goddamn rent, and I will fucking rape you.
God.
You understand me? Well, you know he had to rip into him, because not another motherfucking word was mentioned. You've had to put some hardcore shit out there. Because I'm sorry, if I knew the truth, I wouldn't give a fuck if you fired me or not. I'd be on there the next day. Hey, go live. Bitch, it was ISIS! I just got fired, by the way, but it was ISIS.
Walk out of the building to David Allen Coe's, take his job and shove it.
For real, just fucking. As you're walking out the door, the owner tries to block you. Security, move, bitch! Start fucking.
Like your fists grow to like 100 times their normal size, and you just clock him one good time.
Y'all about to get knocked the fuck out in this bitch. Nah. But seriously, like, what the fuck did that guy have to tell them? Because they sure as fuck have not mentioned it again. I've even, like, while we've been, like, talking, I've looked at it, like, at a few of them. And, like, dude, I looked it up, and, like, was one mention of him being, like, with his ISIS and Antifa propaganda or whatever. And now they had no mainstream network has mentioned it since. And they mentioned that around, like, 11 this morning.
Yeah, I know. And then...
So here it is, almost...
Alex Jones finally mentioned it. I will give that one to him. He mentioned it.
Well, he's always going to mention it. That's how controlled opposition works.
True.
I don't fucking like Alex Jones anymore, man. Like, I really get that he puts the truth out there, but then he twists it and fucking propagandizes it, like, all in Trump's favor. And Trump's not our fucking savior, man.
No.
And I'm not worried about gay frogs.
I still love that song.
Man, unless they form some, like, weird little gay frog army or something, that'd be kind of scary. Frogs that want to, like, ass fuck you, and, like, there's just millions of them, and they're fucking, like, trying to ass fuck you. They're gay frogs. And it's like the gerbil concept times a million, because they can just, like, jump from the ground and just shoot up there like an arrow. They're all slimy and shit. Oh, horrible vision. I'm going to have nightmares.
Gross.
Thank you, Mitch. God damn it, Mitch. This happens to me, people.
Yeah.
This is why I don't think... This is why, like, I don't go out in public much, because I'm fucking psychotic. But, like...
But, yeah, I think this would be
nonetheless,
a pretty good
like,
place.
this whole situation is... This whole fucking situation is... No, there's something... It just, something's off. The news is not reporting it
yeah.
correctly. There's something that doesn't air right to me about how this went down, how they're reporting everything. Like, none of it actually makes sense to me right now. And, you know, like, I'm not hearing motives. You know, like, there's a motivation for it. There has to be. Even if you're a fucking terrorist, you have a motivation. Like, did he do it in the name of ISIS? Did he do it in the name of Antifa? Did he just do it because he doesn't like country? Was he racist? Did he fucking hate white people and he was trying to kill as many white people as possible? Like, what the fuck was his, like, agenda? Because every time these mass shooters do something, they always leave behind a fucking agenda, like it's a bad fucking Batman comic, and they're like, I'm gonna give you my master plan. It's like we live in some weird...
This would be a good place to go ahead and kill this one off.
Alrighty.
We'll just leave it up to the people that listen to decide where they stand on it. I'm just going to go ahead and call it a false flag because Trump is trying to push it through to take the tax stamp and the regulations off of silencers, and then Hillary Clinton comes out and screams that about silencers on Twitter.
But there wasn't even a silencer used, so I don't understand how this even factors in.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I get she's trying to throw a big what-if scenario out there, but it's like everybody knows, like, what if is... Like, it's like almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Like, come on, like...
Horseshoes go good with hand grenades. I used to like to duct tape the two together when we played.
Yeah, I'll totally make sure you win.
Exactly. You can't lose if there's
Who got closest to the pole? Well, it's like, who got closest to the pole? I don't know. There's a big fucking hole right there. I think I won.
No, I mean, the way I look
Where's the pole?
The way I look at it,
I know.
You can't lose if there's nobody to lose to.
So what, you threw the horseshoe behind you and just fucking like, all right, let me hang it. I'll fucking slip. God dang it, Bobby. You were supposed to duck. If you would just lay down on the ground, you wouldn't have gotten blown up. Oh.
But yeah, we're just going to leave it to the people to call this one what it is. I'm going to go ahead and call it a false flag.
I'm going to say that it happened, but, like, I don't even want to call it a false flag, dude. I want to call it a terrorist action, like every other fucking one that's happening in Europe right now that nobody wants to like, seem to think that it's ever going to fucking come here. Like, it's pretty obvious now that it's come here. So, I'm going to call this... Yeah, it could be a false flag or whatever, but I'm going to call this, like, this is finally... This is, like, finally the, like, face of Islamic terrorism coming to fucking American soil.
Pretty
like,
much.
Say what you want. That's what I'm gathering from it. That's my fucking opinion, so... False flag or not, it's fucking... ISIS is now on American soil, and they're doing their dirty work.
I mean, it's a perfect mixture of ISIS and Antifa.
I guess so. I mean, fuck. Nonetheless,
dude was literally a member of both.
I mean, how do you become an official member of ISIS if you're from another country? Do you have to, like, send them an Instagram or something? Like, fucking, hey, yo, I'm down. Send me a flag.
I don't know how that works.
How the fuck are these people recruiting?
I'm not 100% sure how that works. I'll have to look into that later.
Is it like the MSN 88 and they just have a fucking website out there that the FBI refuses to shut down and they just sell their flags to, like, whoever the fuck wants to buy them?
I wouldn't be surprised. I know you can find ISIS flags on Google for sale.
Because I know with the MSN 88, they sold their flags to whoever. My fucking black friend one day wanted to see if he could order one. And, like, if they, like, scanned you to make sure you weren't, like, you know, black. And fucking they sent him a fucking Nazi battle flag. And he was like, holy shit. They don't even care. I'm like Dave Chappelle. No, it's like, yeah.
Oh my god. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and kill it for the night. I'm gonna get a little bit more rest before work.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and we'll probably talk about this a little bit. Are we going live tomorrow or no? Do you need a day
Yes.
break, or do you want to go live tomorrow?
Yes. All right, man. We'll
Yes,
be
day
back
break.
tomorrow.
Okay, we'll be back tomorrow.
Yes, to go live.
Thank you. I was trying to clarify because I was like, live? Do you need a day break? And then you were just like, yes. And I'm like, holy fuck, I gave you 2 options, man. Like, you're pulling the fucking New York Times on me here, bro.
My bad.
That's why I'm gonna start calling that shit, dude. That's my new fucking slogan. Like, whenever something confuses and infuriates me, I'm gonna be like, dude, you just fucking New York Times me.
All right,
It's
guys.
about that article, people. I have yet to give up on that shit. I'm fucking livid about it, and I will not stop. I've made the fucking... Oh, dude. Screen share that tomorrow, dude. I made a fucking angry letter to him, and as soon as I figure out how to get it to him, I'm gonna send that shit and be like, fuck you! But anyway, we're out. Peace. Keep it real. Keep it metal. Thanks for tuning in. If you don't like what we have to say, fuck off. As always, we don't really give a fuck. We're just trying to get people to think. And this whole situation is really fucking confusing. So, like it or not, it happened. It could be a false flag. It may just be fucking terrorism on our soil finally. Who the fuck knows? I guess we'll never find out because the news won't fucking talk about it now, so. Whatever. Y'all keep it real. Tune in tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we'll get into the weather. You never fucking know. Alright. Peace.